Hey there, fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. And today we're going to talk about some things you should know about visiting Las Vegas during the pandemic. And the thing is people are coming back to Vegas. You know, we're here at the sign in the morning and people are already out. The casinos are starting to buzz again. And I think it's important for people to know what to expect when they come to Vegas during the pandemic. And just so you know what to prepare for, what to look out for. I've got to say, the biggest and most important thing is masking up. You cannot go into the casinos, you cannot go into restaurants, you cannot go into shops unless you have a mask, okay? And you got to wear the mask correctly when you're here. So make sure you're bringing your mask with you. Bring multiple masks just in case you need multiple masks. Make sure you have that because places will not let you in. They'll be like, hey, you got to put your mask on, okay? So just have a heads up. I did see when you go in the casinos, they say if you need a mask, if you need hand sanitizer, we have that for you. So there's plenty of opportunities to get your mask, okay? Now when you're outside, you might feel, well, I don't want to wear my mask outside. Look, when you're walking the strip or you're down at Fremont Street, there are so many people around, you want to keep your mask on. Now, if you're going out farther, you know, if you're going to go out to, you know, Red Rock Canyon and go hiking there's plenty of space. You can take off your mask. You know, you can take it off for a bit and talk and do things to catch your breath. But in general, masks need to be on when you're here, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is hand sanitizer. Now, wherever you go, you want to make sure you're taking hand sanitizer with you, just so you're, you know, because you're going to touch things, escalators and buttons and doors. It's good to always have that with you. What I recommend is you also bring this spray kind, because if you're going to go gambling, you can spray down the machine, spray it on there to kind of clean it off a bit more, so you have that. I mean, my hands are getting dry from all the from all the hand sanitizer, so maybe bring some lotion too for afterwards. Now, if you're worried about cleanliness, I will tell you, I have never seen Las Vegas this clean as I've seen it during the pandemic. Whether it's the sidewalks, whether it's the casinos, the restaurants, the shops, things are being kept up and clean. And we saw guys, they were spraying down the escalator handrails. So they're doing a great job of keeping things clean when they're here, but that doesn't mean you don't need to be vigilant, okay? So we brought plenty of wipes of our own to wipe down our tables, wipe down our rooms. We bought a hand sanitizer, mask, all those things just to be safe. I mean, in my backpack, I have a thing of wipes just in case as well. So just so you feel better. But in general, I think Vegas is doing a really good job of keeping things clean. Now, when you're gonna go do things, like if you're gonna go to a restaurant, be prepared to make reservations because you can eat in, like the dining rooms are open, but they have limited capacity, so you really need to reserve, especially on weekends. Otherwise, you're gonna be grabbing kind of fast food stuff, okay? So make sure you're making reservations so you can eat all the great food that is here, all right? Another thing you might notice, in some places where we've gone, they've actually taken our temperature when we've gone in, and they'll do it on our wrist with the little gun thing. So just maybe you'll be getting checked for your temperature when you go to places. So just be aware of that. Another reservation you're going to need to make, at least for now, is if you want to go out to Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area, which is awesome for hiking. If you want to go in and do the 13-mile ride, see, no one's around, so I can take my mask off for a bit. You can do the 13-mile drive there, but you need to make a reservation. So go to the site and make a reservation for it. You get an hour window to come in, but you can stay all day, but there's certain hours you have to come in. And on the weekends and holidays, the reservation's been booked out, so make sure you're doing that beforehand. During the week, sometimes you can get the reservation during the week, no problem. But on the weekends especially, get those reservations for Red Rock. Also reservations if you're gonna go out to like the Hoover Dam. Right now the tours of Hoover Dam are not going on, but if you're in Boulder City and you wanna do Rail Explorers, where you're on like a bike train thing, it's awesome. You have to reserve for that as well because limited spots. So just think, reservations are really key now in Vegas. Now, if you're gonna go gambling, the casinos are open. I did say bring the spray stuff. You're gonna play the machines there. They are cleaning them, but you never know, just so your own benefit. But if you wanna play the tables, not all of the tables are open now. And the tables that are open, we've seen they actually have some kind of plexiglass on the side, so then it kind of separates the players, so it's a little bit more hygienic, so you have that. Another thing is some people, when they go around Las Vegas, they like to use the monorail. Right now, the monorail is closed. I'm filming this in the middle of February. They're saying it's going to open up eventually, maybe in a month or so, but just make sure you're not planning on the monorail helping you, just in case. Another thing I think is important is download the app for your hotel. Because I know we're staying down here and we got the MGM app, and I got to check in through the app. I got my to open my door from my room was on my app, so I did not have to have any human contact. So I got to eliminate some of those things, some make it easier to social distance. So download the app so you have those things. But in general, I mean, everywhere you go, you're gonna find hand sanitizer. It's fantastic. I'm like, where was this stuff months ago? You know, like around the world, it was all disappeared. They're all over the place. We felt pretty comfortable here, though we have actually spent more of our time going out and doing social distancing activities like Valley of Fire, Lake Mead, Red Rock Canyon, hiking there. So we, being out off the strip, it's easier to kind of social distance when you're here. So make sure you realize there's more to the strip. You can have a great time when you're here and still social distance.
So we've got some more things that you need to know about traveling to Las Vegas during the pandemic, and our friends Tanya and Dave from Turn It Up World are gurus on this place, and they've got some great information for you.
So one thing you should not do is don't think you can't rent a car right now, because a lot of places here on the strip, these hotels, self-parking is free. Now there's some that aren't, but a lot of them are, which gives you a good opportunity renting a car to check out not just things on the strip, but off the strip.
Yeah, and also, we love buffets. In Vegas, great buffets here, but right now, none of the buffets are open on the strip, so don't come to Vegas thinking you're gonna go to a buffet right now on the strip, but call ahead. They could start opening up again.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, there might be one you might get lucky with. There's a Sound Point Garden Buffet, which is open at the moment, but the only buffet open in Vegas. But one other thing, don't think you can come to Las Vegas right now for these shows. I mean, we are huge Cirque du Soleil show fans. Unfortunately, all of them are closed at the moment, but there are a few scattered shows here. As a matter of fact, you might see behind us, Extravaganza is coming back, and they're slowly starting to come back. And praise the entertainment gods that Cirque du Soleil is coming back very soon, and we have heard, maybe the first one to do that.
So things are going to be changing, so look ahead, and you'll learn a lot of different stuff about how things are going. But it's a good idea to, when you're trying to book things, to look ahead, right? And
absolutely.
And reserve things, right? Reservations for restaurants.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So those were some really great tips for traveling to Vegas during the pandemic. And you guys know so much about this place. So tell our followers where they can find y'all.
Well, it's right here, Turn It Up World on YouTube or Instagram,
Yes.
Facebook.
Exactly. Just head to turnupworld.com, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that great stuff. We are there. But mainly, we look forward to seeing y'all
in Las Vegas.
I hope this helps you get ready for coming here to Vegas if you're going to come during the pandemic. If you don't feel comfortable coming here, I completely understand, but we felt comfortable enough to come. We flew in. It was always great when you fly in. The gambling machines are right there. But I wish you all the best. I hope this helps, and have a great time traveling. Oh, if you want to learn more about visiting Vegas, we got plenty of videos. The don'ts, mistakes, shocks, love and hates, free stuff to do in Vegas. We got it all to help you out. So have a good time, and bye from fabulous Las Vegas.